Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
BCMMA have a ladies fight on its title fight. Well, let's talk first and foremost, Bryony. Thank you for coming on. Let's talk about last year. When your fight, how did you not finish that triangle? What is going on?
I know.
What? How did you not finish? You were in it for about 10 minutes.
I know.
How?
I know. She's so super tough, but everyone was saying to me afterwards, "Oh, you should have made this adjustment and that adjustment and all that sort of thing." But sorry, I just moved. But yeah, she was really tough because I thought I had the arm bar after that as well.
Yeah, I could see. I was watching it. I was thinking, looks pretty tight. Looks pretty tight. She must have gills in her neck. Did you talk afterwards? Did she say about it? Did you even ask her, going, how did you not tap? Like, because that was crazy.
No. Well, no. All she said to me afterwards was that she wanted a rematch, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, we didn't mention the triangle.
Fair enough. Yeah, probably leave out of house everyone. Yeah, that round never happened. But yeah, it was a good fight for you though. I think, in my opinion, I was very impressed. You dominated the fight. How do you feel? How do you feel it went for yourself?
Yeah, well, I knew that she was a high level stand-up striker, especially from Mike's gym as well. I went in with no confidence in my stand-up really. So always the game plan was to take her down, and I'm sure she knew that as well. But on the ground, she wasn't that active. I felt like she sort of gave up being on her back, and that then maybe allowed me to be a little bit more dominant, whereas she didn't really attack off her back or try and get back up, which I think her corner wanted her to do. So yeah, it kind of went well for me because I work best on top, I think.
You worked all right from the bottom though, don't worry about that. Okay, so your opponent, Kate Jackson, it's a great opportunity, I think, this fight for yourself to kind of get yourself out there, because her kind of name with tough, so to speak, you got to think about that. So there's a lot of people who probably relate to that and they think, okay, well, she's been on tough, she had a couple of fights, and if you beat her, it's a good way, and the pair of you cross paths as well.
Yes, yeah. Funnily enough, when I went to Thailand, she was out there for 4 months. I went and trained with her there. I've trained with her before. So I have a lot of respect for her, and yeah, it's a really tough matchup for me. But I shouldn't be holding the title if I'm not the best. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing is, you don't want an easy fight, and as well, you need someone who's going to push you to make you better. So for example, when you got this matchup, I'm sure in your training there was a bit more focus, a bit more in everything that you did. There was you were crossing a bit more on your T's and dotting the I's a bit closer than you would do normally, because it's the kind of fight you think there's a lot I can get out of this fight, and I think it's a great one. I think it's a great matchup for the UK scene.
Oh yeah, well, me too. I'm quite honoured to have an opponent like Kate, and yeah, like you say, if I make a mistake, she'll have me. So I've been really meticulous in what I've worked on. So hopefully that pays off.
What do you mean, hopefully? Come on, we need to work on this. We need to work on this positive mental attitude. We need to get work on this one, okay? PMA, all right? We're going to get this when I win. That's what we want to hear, stuff like that, okay? Don't no if, buts, or maybes, okay? She won't catch me. You need to get all these doubts out of the way. Can't have this. Fight week.
No, you're right. I need to go in there. Yeah, absolutely.
And
I've been working on that as well.
Do you know what? I think the mind is a huge part of it. I know it's affected me when I competed as well. And it's crazy how powerful the mind is when you fight. It's how much of a difference it can make.
It's so true, yeah.
I overthink. I know I overthink. When I'm in there, I'm just literally I'm just 101 things. I'm thinking about too much scenarios playing out, and I'm not flowing. And that was my downfall for me. When I get in a position, I'm thinking, what if he does this, and then I'm countering those, and there's nothing happening. I'm just nothing's happening.
You think about it too much.
Yeah, so that's one of my downfalls, is I've had to work on something like that. I spoke to a guy called Rob Dawson, who does Mind Sport Consulting. Absolutely godsend he is. Fantastic. Does loads of work with Alex Enland and all sorts of fighters and in all sports really. For you, was it just meditating, stuff like that? Because I find stuff like that can help as well, kind of clear that mind.
I've sort of tried things like that, but I think it's more just finding confidence in my own techniques and finding that they're working.
Yeah.
That's kind of enough for me. Sorry, I just moved to the other room.
It's okay having a family. It's fine. It's allowed. They're having fun. That's all that matters. It's not the screaming of I'm in pain. It's the screaming of I'm having fun. So that's the good scream.
Yeah. They're kind of just messing around. But I did tell them to be quiet. But...
Yeah, that's like a signal for them going, yep, as loud as possible, Mum. Got it. Yep, let's do this. Let's smash it. Yeah, that's what they do. They're great.
Sorry.
Do you know what a good punishment is? Burpees. Kids love doing burpees.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I like that.
100, count. It's to help your maths. No, but the fight itself, so BCMA again, you know, Jack's done a great matchup, and you're on their promotion. I think as well, for the women's division in the UK, you've got to look at yourself as well and think, right, there's not 100 women out there in 115 division. There isn't. So you're going to get tough matchups. So you kind of need to start making a mark, because you might have to venture outside of the UK. Is this something that's had to play in your mind? Because there's not always enough competitors around. Because there is in the amateur ranks slowly coming up. But at the moment, it's something you're going to have to work on, I suppose.
Well, I was put up for a title fight for I think it's Kulan in China.
Okay.
And they wanted me to fight the Chinese number one. But they only gave me 3 weeks notice. So I said, no, she's done 9 pro fights and on 3 weeks notice. And also I was in Thailand at the time. So it's not a visa. So that was a possibility. Yeah. But I've actually been asked to go out to Belgium 6 weeks after BCMMA. So
nice.
Depending on how that fight goes, I will probably go and do that one as well.
Wonderful. See, that's the thing. You have to kind of expand outside of the UK, because there is slowly this resurgence and growth, with the women's strawweights and the women's divisions. It's just going to take a couple of years to get a bit of depth in there, and that's maybe why you have to look elsewhere. But Thailand, you mentioned Thailand as we cross paths with Kate. Did you go there for striking, to build on your striking then? Was that the reason why you went there? Was there a particular reason why you were in Thailand to train? Because you can go anywhere in the world. You can go to Canada, you can go to America. There's plenty of places. Was there a reason for Thailand in particular, or was it just cheap drink?
Yeah. Well, I've got a friend out there who I used to train with, who works in one of the gyms.
Okay.
But also, Exile is quite a Muay Thai based gym, sort of Muay Thai K1. And I've not done very well in the Thai. I've fought 5 times in Thai, and I do lack the power. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to go to Thailand and work on power. Also elbows, obviously for pro MMA. Yeah. Techniques and basically just experience, training in Thailand, because everyone, loves it, and I had an amazing time. So absolutely loved it. Yeah,
my friend, a colleague of mine is there now. Teammate of mine's training there. He's actually competing on the amateur bouts on BCMMA. He's in Thailand as well at the moment, doing some fights and training there as well. So it's one of them things that a lot of people want to do. I've got a friend of mine who messaged me the other night, said, I'm going to go for 6 months. Come with me. I went, of course. I'll just drop everything because you want to go. But I was like, 6 months. Where'd you pick that number from? But yeah, it's crazy, one of them things. But I don't know where I'll be in the future for myself. I'll probably just do some sort of stuff. I'm actually going down to train at BKK for a week. I'm going to try and I'm going to have a bit of a giggle with the boys down there and have a bit of a laugh with Jack and his shiny head. So we got to mock him. It's a coming. I might just wear sunglasses all the time when he's around. Just go, I can't see you. I can't see if I take them off. But it's cross training's important. I think it's valuable. So when you were there, you did a lot of training there, and obviously trying to work on your power. What did you obviously that was what your aim was. What did you actually get at the end from it? Because you might have got something else that you maybe didn't expect. Was there some things that you maybe found that didn't know you had?
Well, I think what shocked me was the heat and training in that heat. I found it improved my fitness, actually. It was almost like sort of cardio training in sort of more extreme sort of conditions. Yes. So I found I came back a lot fitter than I went. But I definitely found, I think, my Thai techniques, my power, everything that I wanted to gain, I got that.
Yeah.
I also did do some MMA out there as well, so obviously got to work a little bit on that as well.
Cool, that's it. And you can kind of merge the two together as well and transition from the Muay Thai to clinch into the grappling, takedowns, etc. So it's that blending. A lot of people I find when you're watching this, they'll stick with the Muay Thai kind of similar stance in Muay Thai to MMA bout, but then they can't transition to that grappling side when they need to stop the takedowns, or even when they need to take someone down. They need to kind of blend them in, but they can't quite figure it out, and it's a big key, I think.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, if you're a good, because it's quite an upright stance. Isn't it?
Feet close together as well. You know, just feet
exactly.
just there prancing. It's like equestrian or whatever it is called, and the horses. That's what it's kind of like, and they're just there, their tippy toes. And you're thinking, I look at it and go, that is Christmas Day for me. That is double leg city. I am going for that all day long. I can't help it. I'm just like, just throw a kick and a punch, and then I'm going. I'm jumping, and it's just kind of balancing where you need to have. Like Alistair Overeem probably is the best example there is of someone who's went from that kind of K1 Muay Thai, Dutch kickboxing animal to balance it with the striking in MMA. So I think a lot of people don't really take enough out of what he's done when they should really, because he's probably the best example there is. But yeah, it's something that you've had to work on. So when you brought it all back home to the UK, and you got to work on a lot of things, I imagine when you got back here, you had things in your head you need to work on for this fight to come up with Kate, and just have you been not necessarily game planning, but have you kind of implemented a lot of things?
Yes, definitely. Where she's coming down from, or where she sort of normally sits in the flyweight division, and always when I've sparred her and I've competed against her in grappling, I've always found her to be much stronger, sort of slightly bigger build than me. So I knew that I would have to work on strength, which I did. Also, cardio is a big thing for me because I have to make it through 3 rounds. You know, I can't expect to stop her. That's very naive. So that was a big thing for me. But also the defense, because her grappling is so good. Yeah. She's leg locked me and choked me, and she always has sort of dominating me on the ground. So I know, I expect that she'll probably want to go to the ground. Yeah. So lots of defence work. A lot
of defence, but at the same time, it's one of them ones. It's if she wants to go to the ground, I suppose in a position of you have to make her work and earn that ground, get that time on the ground. So tire her out, so to speak, but with the defence, especially with the sprawling and the turn of getting the whizzes and everything like that. Those little things that people, when they watch a fight, don't realise. But that grappling on the cage is probably the hardest thing you do in the whole fight. It's horrendous. When someone's just put their weight on your arms, you can't try to bicep curl a body up that's resisting. It's like, it's just horrendous. It's horrible. But they too, when they're down there, hold on to your legs, just like, this is the worst. Oh gosh, I need to get this. And their arms are flagging as well, you know. But I think a lot of what we see a lot nowadays is that people aren't safe when they're shooting for a double leg and they're down low, because people now are starting to get those angled elbows in with it's something that you're starting to see now where people are like, right, okay, I'll just quit elbow strike just to get a cut even, and it starts to change the game. I suppose it's something that you should be looking at. I probably have as well, but it's one of them with Kate. If she wants to go for the ground, you have to make her work her ass off to get to the ground. And then when they get to the ground, and if she gets to the ground, well, you're just going to literally bounce. As soon as you hit the ground, you bounce back up. Don't give it time to do anything. That's the big key, I suppose. That's something obviously you will have drilled with your coaches, and in your mindset, you're like, if my backside hits the ground, I bounce back up. And that's like Chuck Liddell.
Don't stay there.
Don't stay there. Like Chuck Liddell, like he's the best. He was the best at it. Anyone took him down, he was up quicker than he got taken down. It was insane how quick his reactions was. And he always said, as soon as I hit the ground, I was up. As soon as I hit the ground, start getting up. Don't wait. Don't sit down and settle. As soon as I touch the ground, I go straight back up and get up and start getting up. And that's the big key, because a lot of people do that. They wait till they've landed, then they start to move, and their opponent's already starting to move to maybe side control, or they're getting a half guard in, they're sitting base, and they're sitting on your leg, and they're heavy on your leg, and you can't shuffle out. It's one of them ones you've got to get out before they get set, and then it makes a big difference. I'm sure conditioning will play a part in this as well. Like you say, if you work on conditioning, you can outwork someone. You can take away technique and but just sheer cardio and just sheer output, really.
Well, that's because of Kate's. She's had a lot more experience than me. She's had, I think, 10 more pro fights than me. So I have to find something that I can maybe, like you say, maybe outwork her, maybe tire her out a little bit to take away a bit of that experience advantage.
Yeah.
So that's what I tried to do.
And look, that's well, implement it, make it happen. That's what it is. Just PMA. What it's all about. It's all about PMA. Look, I am going to be actually going to surprise you. I'm actually going to be there.
Oh, are you?
I am. So no pressure now. No pressure, but I'm going to be there.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm rocking up on a Saturday. I'm going to be down and watching it. And so I'll be there to watch it live. So I'll be enjoying the bouts and having a good time myself, watching everyone compete. So it'll be a good experience for me. Because I don't think I've ever been to an MMA bout, an MMA card, apart from the UFC, where I've not competed. So any other UK scene, I'm usually fighting anyway. So it's going to be a good one for me. It's going to be something different. It's going to be good. But yeah, I'll be there to watch. I can't wait. But before I let you shoot off, can you let people at home know what your social media is? Your Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, MySpace, MSN, whatever you've got.
Oh, blimey. So my Facebook is Bryony Tyrell with Killer B in brackets. My Instagram is Bryony Killer B. My Twitter, I don't use Twitter very much, but I think it's T_Tyrell. No, it's B_Tyrell. I link it to my Facebook, so it automatically comes up on my Facebook.
Right, okay.
Sorry, from my Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got.
That's all you got. Okay. What about sponsors?
Yeah,
have you got any sponsors helping you out?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So Booster Fight Gear, they're brilliant. They've provided all my fight gear and stuff. GMP supplements, fantastic. And I've also got Fit Foods UK and Temple Fight Gear as well.
Nice,
so,
lovely, yeah, awesome stuff. And then finally, give a big shout out to people who've supported you and helped you. Never mind, just your coaches, your gym, and just generally people who've helped you along the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. All my coaches at Exile and Look Barai, which is the Muay Thai part of our gym, and especially to Dan Bourne, my head MMA coach, Yanis Meeksans, my wrestling coach, and Rich Harding, my main striking coach. And also a big thanks to Summerlee Boxing Gym in Thailand, who also were incredibly helpful in the run up to this. So yeah, hugely grateful to everyone that's supported me.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Well, look, enjoy your fight week. Just getting yourself loosened up and getting the weight cut down and everything like that. Enjoy all that little bits and just relax. Enjoy yourself for the next few days. I will be down. You'll be having an awesome fight against Kate. People, you can watch this fight on MMA TV Live, I want to say. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I think it's that. I think it is. It used to be YouTube, but I think it's there now. I'm going to go with that. We'll put it on there. It'll be on there. I'm sure it is.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I'll go with it. If it's wrong, I'll deny it. I'll edit this out and lie. Okay. Honestly, people jump on. You can watch this live if you're not going down to the event itself. So great times for UK MMA getting to watch the fights live. Even actually around the world, you can watch this fight live. So that's what's even better about it. That's what I love about this. So again, honestly, have a great week, and I'll see you at the weekend for your fight.
Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, I'll see you then.